All right, YouTube. Hold on. All right, YouTube. Coming to you out of Detroit, Detroit's HPTV. And I want you to listen to what this guy say on here. And if you're a black person, you cannot dispute the facts of what he's saying. And I think every black person in America should listen and analyze the weight of what this guy is saying. Because what he's saying is profound. It's the key to a lot of problems that's going on. So this is for fair use and commentary, just a reaction video to what this guy says. Because at this point, we can't afford to continually be ignorant. It's too dangerous. Listen what he says.
I hate to say it, but white folks are largely professional gaslighters when it comes to race. We are professional liars when it comes to race. It's part of why it's and how it functions and how it works. From the very first African that was enslaved, we have been gaslighting black folks as white people. That's our culture, that's our tradition, that's our indoctrination, and that's what we do, and that's what we do best. We lie every single day, and we lie to black people, we lie to each other, we lie to ourselves about race. We gaslight. Gaslight, if you don't know, it's a psychological term. It's where the abuser tells the victim that this reality of you being abused is not really happening. It's just something in your imagination. You're being paranoid. You're being too sensitive. All this abuse is not real. And if it is real, it's only because you deserved it. I was trying to help you. It's justified somehow. We have always justified our rape. And if we're not justifying it, we're denying it. If we're denying it, then we're deflecting it. The last thing white people would do is simply acknowledge the truth racially. That's why I say we're bullshit artists. We are professional liars and gaslighters. That's exactly what we do as white people, and that's the truth. And if you deny it, you're a liar. 90% of white people today, right now in America, no matter how young or how old, we've been so profoundly indoctrinated that we cannot simply acknowledge the truth racially. Can't do it. And if we do it, there's a but or a deflection. Can't do it. 90% of us will not do it. So this is why we are gaslighting academically. This is why black history all around America right now is being criminalized. That tradition of gaslighting, that tradition of hiding, that tradition of pretending racism is not real, is their educational system. And they want to protect that tradition. They do not want the truth to be out. People know that the hope is with the younger generation. Isn't it what they always say? I hope the younger people, I hope the next generation will do better. They know that if the truth ever gets taught racially, that's why CRT is banned. That's why if you talk about race, it's banned. All around America, states, counties, schools, teachers, threat of arrest, black stories, beautiful black books, banned, erased, censored, libraries empty, criminalization.
Now what he's saying, just think about why they banning CRT, why they changing the narrative in the ninth inning. They're disconnecting the youth totally from the truth about American culture and where they're growing up. And as black people, we look out at our young people and we wonder why they aimless and they ignorant and they violent. It's because they don't know the truth and they acting and operating on lies on a daily basis. They come out their front door with lies. Their parents lied to them about Santa Claus. Their parents lied to them about the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, and white angels, and pearly gates. We have raised our children on lies because we were taught lies by the people who oppress us. That's plain and simple. You know what I mean? And that's like even with in the Christian world, and you have a lot of people that are wrapped up in it, and they use their Christian doctrine as a dating thing. I want somebody that's saved. How is somebody saved? This lady saved, this man saved. The church is nothing but prehistoric Facebook and prehistoric social media. It's not rooted in any truths. Period.
Of Black history, folks. Because why? Because white people are all about denying. White people are all about gaslighting. That's our tradition. Deny, deflect, never teach the truth, never acknowledge the truth. Because if we do, if we teach the truth, what will happen? White supremacy could be threatened. Economic advantages for white people, the dominant position could be threatened. They're threatened, like all bullies are threatened. They're threatened by their victims. So of course they don't want the truth to be taught. So what do? They keep it whitewashed. They keep the lies perpetrated, the narratives, the whitewashing. Pretend George Washington, Andrew Jackson were heroes, as they owned hundreds of slaves. Keep pretending, keep denying, keep whitewashing. Let's not learn about Black heroes. Let's not learn about Black stories. Let's not learn about Black history. Let's not learn about Black contributions. Why? Because that would be the truth. And that's not our tradition. We're supposed to promote whiteness. That's how white nationalism works. They pretend that, we're innocent. We're trying to protect the sensitivity of our white children. No, you're not. You're trying to keep white supremacy and your privilege alive. You want to be on top the same way that your parents wanted to be on top and their parents wanted to be on top. That's how white supremacy works. It's a power thing. The idea of dismantling white supremacy cannot happen until we can teach our children the truth.
So when I watched that video, I was like, wow, he's always...
And this is African lady that found this topic. And it's going to be deep because the lies are so entrenched in Black culture that Black people will fight and debate other Black people about white lies. You go over a Black person's house and they got a white, blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus on the wall, and you look at that picture, they're going to tell you, oh, it doesn't matter what color he is. If it doesn't matter what color he is, why did they paint him white? If it doesn't matter what color he is, why are the angels and God all painted white? If it doesn't matter what color he is, why is Moses, who was born in Egypt 4,000 years ago, which is in Africa, why do they have a white man playing? If color doesn't matter, why is everything whitewashed? And then when you come with something Black, you know what I mean? Like critical race theory, which teaches exactly how race has defined culturalism. They want to tell you that that's bad. They want to tell you, this sickness that Black people have, attachment to white people and white supremacy, is sick. Elijah Muhammad used to always say that Black people who had the mentality of slaves loved the white man and loved their master because he gave them nothing. You hear everybody workflow, job, woody woo. They doing all this as if they don't see their children being destroyed and they're going through a genocidal process. How disconnected can you be from reality to not even acknowledge that you're being replaced, that you're being exterminated? You know what I mean? But the typical Negro, all they want is $5 more than you, so they can call you a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is pitiful. That's why I did this quick video to let you see what white people really think, how they really talk. Like, you can't deny none of the stuff that this white man said. It's factual. You know what I mean? Everything is whitewashed so that you can be in an inferior position and you teach and raise your children to be inferior. That's why you will buy your child some Air Jordans or some Nikes to wear to school versus some dress shoes or some comfortable shoes to make him look like a student. You'd rather dress him up all fancy and all this, and then go there and all he do is be ignorant as shit, fight the teachers and do all that. I mean, come on now. Like, share, and subscribe. Please share this video. Let other people hear what this man said, because the man was not lying at all. It's the first white man you could say told your ass the truth. Peace. Coming out of Detroit, head on the swivel. Please do that.